that little bit of run at the end of last year. How have you taken that and kind of used it to expand, your game up to this point?
Kind of just using that as momentum. I feel like in the SEC, you just need experience to be able to kind of like reach your potential. I feel like if anybody plays in the SEC for long enough, they'll end up being nice. So I'm just kind of taking what I've learned from last year and trying to implement that into this year and just carry that momentum.
Coach Pope was talking about the competition, how important it is in that wide receiving room. How much of a motivator is that, and what's kind of going through your mind when you see all the talent around you, including some new guys that came in?
I love the competition. I feel like that's why you come to the SEC. You want to be pushed to your limit and be able to reach your kind of like max potential. And I feel like with the receivers we already had and the new incomer Chris, that's definitely helped my game as well as help him develop to allow us to give us like the best shot to be playmakers this year.
What do you have to do to make sure you stand out and not be kind of lost in the sauce per se?
I would just say like the little details kind of just take care of everything. If you do the little at a high level, then you'll be fine.
What kind of camp is Brazel had, in your opinion, from your vantage point?
Exciting. I feel like every time Chris gets on the field, it's exciting. I think y'all probably seen that one play that's been like circling around. Like that's a pretty it's a difficult catch to make. So I feel like it's always exciting when he's on the field.
What's your connection like with Nico this season?
It's been growing since last year. Last year I was kind of with the twos, so I was able to get a lot of reps, and even at the end of games, I would kind of be in with him a lot. So I feel like it's just grown from there. I feel like it's going to be real special this year.
How would you describe his leadership style?
He just kind of like, he's not really like a big like rah-rah guy. He's not going to be talking a lot, but he's more like a lead by example. He'll hold you to his standard as well as make sure he's upholding the same standard.
Kaleb, I don't know, a week or so ago you had a red jersey on, and I know that didn't last very long. I guess as a guy, when you're in a deep room like you're in, you can't really take a day off. Is that kind of that, do you feel that urgency to like, hey, I can't miss practice because these other guys are really good and no one passed me by?
Of course, and like the competition factor, and as well as I want to take care of my teammates as well. When people are out, like you kind of like your other teammates are required like a bigger load at practice, like it's a high risk of injury. So I also want to get back to help those guys up.
Kaleb, I think most of the receivers changed numbers this offseason. You stayed at 84. Why didn't you change like everybody else?
I kind of just want to like make a name for myself in 84. I've like Cordell Patterson, probably the last one, has been exciting in that number, so I want to make a name for myself.
You talked about getting experience last season. What did you take as some of the big things that you wanted to learn or needed to improve on from playing time you got last season?
I'll just say like finishing the big plays, like 50-50 balls, like kind of make or break you in this league, and coming prepared. I want to like dive deeper into film this year, make sure I'm prepared for any look that I see in the game this year.
When you maybe didn't make those 50-50 plays, do those? It's hard to sleep at night after some of those. Do those just keep replaying in your head, or do you remember more some of the big plays you did make?
For sure. I kind of remember ones I didn't make more than the ones I did make. That kind of pushes me and motivates me this year to make them, and like just having that in the back of your mind, it just like kind of like holds you to like a certain standard, and you know you're supposed to be able to make those plays.
What's the dynamic like between the wide receivers and the DBs? I know like Ricky and Nico get kind of chirpy with each other. Do you guys have a similar dynamic in practice?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Every time receivers go against DBs, we're trying to dominate them, and they're trying to dominate us. Like whenever you get your shot, you want to make your play, and in the long run, it's going to end up making both of us better.
Do you keep score at all?
Nah.
Okay.
Hey, what are Gaston and Jake like quarterback when you've worked with them and being around them?
I honestly feel like it's no drop off from Nico. Gaston has been a great backup like throughout all his years here, and Jake as well. Like him coming in new, he has some growing up to do. But like ever since spring was over, I've seen like Jake take tremendous amount of steps, allow him to put himself in a position to succeed as well.
Couple more questions.
How much are you moving around? Or you pretty much stay in one spot, or are you moving around in a lot of different wide receiver positions?
I just fluctuate on the outside, and we have a good amount of slots, but if they need me to go in the slot, like I know slots, so I'll be able to play it.
You talked about the competition. What's it like in the room for you guys? I mean, you guys all want to play. You guys are fighting for so many snaps, but are you guys encouraging each other? Is it pretty good camaraderie in there? What's the dynamic like in your room?
I feel like it's healthy competition, honestly. We never will like sabotage anybody in any certain way. Like if I do something wrong, Chris will kind of be like the first one to run up to me, tell me what I can do better. Same for him. I feel like it's like that throughout the whole room, to be honest.
All right, thanks, Caleb.